Well, I am at an arboretum at Clackamas Community College with Logan, and you're from Collier Arbor Care Division of Bartlett. And so really to go to the specialist about trees, and we've had such a bad summer. So let us hear about some of the symptoms that we've been probably seeing in our trees this summer.
Well, it's been a very hot and dry summer. A little more unusually so this summer. So this year I've been seeing a lot of drought stress plants, because a lot of our landscapes aren't irrigated. So we would be seeing curling in the leaves, some scorching on the leaves, although some species are much more prone to scorching than others, specifically like dogwoods, which are a classic understory tree. And then in young trees, if we're not irrigating enough, we will get some checking in the bark, and it's going to severely limit the amount of carbohydrates and sugars that the tree is able to produce to feed itself.
Yeah, and total defoliation like this tree behind us.
Yeah.
I think we've seen that even in the middle of summer, it looked like fall in some places because there was all leaf litter underneath the trees.
And even this time of year, we still are a little early for fall color, but in this honey locust, we are seeing some early fall color in it.
Well, there's some other examples around here, and let's go see some of those and we can show the folks.
Yeah, definitely.
Logan, this is a good example of a dogwood with that leaf scorch, isn't it?
Yeah, this is very common to see in dogwoods this time of year. Even on irrigated landscapes, dogwoods are very susceptible to sun scorch and drought damage.
And I know we walked by a maple that's already turning its red color, so that's maybe a month early.
Very early for those. And the red maples specifically, do need a lot more water than average.
And what about conifers?
Conifers, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to see drought symptoms on because they are a little bit better adapted to hot climates.
Interesting.
But if we do see, conifers start to defoliate, that is a very serious deal for those guys. So, we do definitely want to make sure we are watering on a regular basis, at least once a week.
Okay, and then so with drought-stressed trees, does it open it up to other problems?
Yes, definitely. We start seeing a lot more borer attacks because trees are essentially pressurized systems. So when borers are attacking the tree, the more pressure we have in the system, the easier it'll be to repel attacks. And then we also start to see foliar diseases kind of out of season, not in the spring. And we start to see a lot more, sucking insects like aphids. So a lot more damage occurs on trees that are drought stressed.
So this time of year, what can we do to kind of help? I mean, it's only September, and so what can we do the rest of this season?
Well, ideally, we will be continuing to water until we start getting rain. So it's middle of September now, and we've only had one serious rain. So these soils are very dry still, and we do want to make sure we are giving that deep, infrequent watering that trees really like. And then applying some mulches to the critical root zone of the trees, about 2 to 4 inches thick, is going to really help to conserve that soil moisture. And then doing some fertilization this time of year really helps a lot as well.
So you want to really be getting them healthy going into wintertime.
Exactly.
And I know that Bartlett has this great handout on their website, so more information for a homeowner to go to. But if we're really nervous about a tree, really a call to you guys to come out and look at a tree.
Absolutely. We love making house calls.
Well, I think it puts us at ease, to see if there is a problem, we have to kind of address it. So really you have to call those people in, the professionals in, to see what's going on with your trees, and so you have the healthiest ones in your garden.
Yep, absolutely.
Well, if you have any other questions, please go to Garden Time and we'll give you this link to get this great handout. Thanks so much.
Thank you.